For my cred talk, I'll walk you through 3 things I learned from each competency in PLD and how it all comes together for me going forth into the world as a sustainability leader. Vision. Seemingly minor details in my childhood have shaped entire aspects of my worldview. For example, everyone in my immediate family, except for me, has fairly bad allergies, which led me to not be in nature or interact with animals much. My upbringing and worldview as a Nigerian American, Black woman, youngest child, among other facets, can be an asset and an insight into how more specifically I can be a sustainability leader. It's imperative that my worldview is malleable as I observe and interact with others in order for me to continue to expand my worldview and eventually develop a truly post-conventional one, as explained in Steve Shine's A New Psychology for Sustainability Leadership. EQ. My self-awareness score was low because I don't believe in my abilities enough. I don't perceive myself as skilled or talented enough, and I don't think I ever have. Half of that self-doubt is due to comparison, but the other half is likely just pessimism. I can improve my emotional intelligence by developing greater personal resilience. Empower. Sustainability is for the betterment of all, while white supremacy is for the betterment of just a few. These two things cannot coexist. Either rampant American white supremacy continues to thwart sustainability efforts, or it is dismantled, allowing for true sustainability to emerge and prevail. After reading The Characteristics of White Supremacy Culture from Dismantling Racism by Kenneth Jones and Tema Okun, I learned that I perpetuate white supremacy culture, mainly through perfectionism, individualism, and objectivity. I need to make sure that I replace these negative traits with positive, sustainable ones, such as appreciation rather than perfectionism and unity rather than individualism, in order to destroy the little white supremacist in myself. Systems. For my theory of change, my inputs and activities include self-reflection, personal leadership development, developing a culture of appreciation, and calling out ignorance when I see it. The outputs of this are dismantling white supremacy in myself and improved emotional intelligence. The outcomes are eventually to dismantle white supremacy in order to allow for room and to foster sustainability in one person organization at a time. This is all for the impact of creating a more positive and equitable future for all. Resilience. My personal leadership challenge was all about developing resilience, which I broke down into 3 sections. To nurture a positive view of myself, I did daily positive affirmations and tracked my social media usage to lessen it, which improved my mood and increased my productivity. To develop and maintain a positive outlook, I made a vision board and meditated, which improved my outlook and gave me greater peace. To take care of myself, I tried to exercise 3 times a week and I tracked my sleep, the form of which did not go so well. So now I've recapped each PLD competency, and I know it was set to start with their vision statement, but I wanted to end with it, as it is the conclusion I've come to after everything I've learned. In Emergent Strategy, she quotes Albert Camus, who said, "The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion." That's my vision. To free myself and others of white supremacy culture, because what we practice at the small scale sets a pattern for the whole world.